You know, a few years ago, we had a New York trooper on, Stan Lennick, who defended people's rights outside of the checkpoint to warn people about the dangers of the naked body scanners. And the airport ended up, the state police ended up backing him. And that video got a couple million views, made national news. And I've told my crew, because I see out there in the public police officers being professional, being helpful, really doing a tough job. 9 times out of 10 in most departments. Sure, there's a lot of thugs that end up getting hired. There's some departments that become bad. Some of the unions defend bad officers. And if we just get into an us against them mentality and turn the police into the enemy, that will play into social engineers' hands in different areas of federal government to then create an us against them mentality. The way to reform America, the way to promote a Bill of Rights culture of mutual respect is to reach out to the police and the police to reach out to the people and to back cops that are good cops and then to stand up when police are clearly out of control. And I've studied sociology now and psychology a lot more than I did 20 years ago when I was first on air. And I saw the militarization of police and unconstitutional things, and I got mad at the police and would just yell at them, basically. And then I began to realize over the years that's not effective. So I want to criticize policies that departments have that are bad. I want to go after cops that are bad. But I want to go after judges that are bad. I want to go after politicians that are bad, corporate people that are bad. I want to go after citizens that are bad. And you've got to ask yourself, what happened to us as a society? And I think the answer is we lost God. And the churches don't promote God. I mean, they promote a plastic God, a synthetic God. I just know I don't want to lose our civilization to corruption. And I know that if we promote good policing and support good police, then good police will have backing and the bad guys can be forced out. And the police will listen to patriots if we are supportive on things we can support and then in a professional way disagree with what we know is wrong, vehemently, but not from a position of hating people. And believe me, when you're out in a demonstration and the cops are shoving on you and violating your First Amendment, you start hating them. And that's popular. I start yelling at cops, start taking my jacket off in Dallas saying, all right, you just pushed over a guy with his little 6-year-old daughter. I was ready to fight. At that point, they got radioed and basically left immediately because they could tell the crowd went from being pushed back to, it was real. It's like they knew and so you can say, well, they're good cops. They didn't just want to get in a fight with me. They would have obviously won it at the end. And when I saw them push that guy over with his 6-year-old daughter on their shoulders and her crying, I just said, that's it. We got to fight him. And we started, and it wasn't like a big thing in high school where you take your jacket off to de-escalate. I was pulling my stuff off because I was getting ready, man. It's just at an instinctive level. You don't attack little girls. But at the same time, they realized what they'd done and just said, okay, we better shut this down. They were following orders. They didn't like it. Some of them were thugs. But you know what? That's how we're going to lose this country. That's how we're going to lose this civilization. That's how we're going to do it, folks. We're in a lot of trouble, folks. Evil's taken over, and we need to come together for the Bill of Rights, Constitution, family rights, private property, right to self-defense, and promote ideas, not promote fighting black against white, cop against citizen. That's what you see out of MSNBC. That's the agenda they're promoting. That's what they want to do. They want us all at each other's throats so they won't notice when they swindle us devaluing the dollar. So we won't notice while the globalists absolutely gut this country.